Hello, Prowler Nation. This is Pastor Joel once again. This is episode 18. Got a great lesson for you today. Several years ago, a coaching friend of mine sent me the requirements of the position athletes on a particular collegiate football team. The height, the weight, the speed, the strength, etc. All the things that are required. As I looked at those requirements, I quickly realized that I would have not even made the cut as the water boy. Today I want to talk about comparison is the thief of joy. To be willing to keep your eyes on the prize, not the other guy. In the world of collegiate recruiting, we're trained to compare. We look at the perfect game rankings, we check who got an offer from a school that we want, and we refresh our social media to see who's wearing a new collegiate hat. We think by measuring ourselves against others, we will get better. But as Theodore Roosevelt famously said, comparison is the thief of joy. So let me give you three things to think about today as you continue your journey. As you continue to work out, as you continue to eat right, as you continue to get the rest you need, as you continue to take care of your academics. Because if you're willing to trust the architect of your journey, it's going to turn out a whole lot better. Recruiting is not a race. Most of the time it's a fit. And when you see a teammate or even a rival get a Power 5 offer, the giant of comparison whispers, "What's wrong with me? Why not me? Am I not as good?" This assumes that God has a limited supply of success. The truth is that your stats and your status are in His hands. If He has a jersey waiting for you at a specific school, no one else can take that. One of the favorite verses that my wife Jo and I have used over the years as we've thought about ministry and churches that we've served, man makes his plans, God orders his steps. Proverbs chapter 16, verse 9. God is not comparing your recruiting process to your teammates. He is looking at the plan He has specifically authored for you. So as a follower of Jesus Christ, this is not something to worry about. This is not something to wring your hands about. This is something to simply trust God about. So first of all, trust the architect of your journey. Secondly, focus on your stewardship, not their success. One of the things I've realized all these years of playing sports, God determines your height and natural talent. You can only control your controllables, your effort, your attitude, and your preparation. Comparison makes you look at another player's talent, but then you ignore your own stewardship of your own. As the legendary coach John Wooden said, don't let what you cannot do interfere with what you can do. You know the text of Scripture. It is one of those that continually ministers to all of us. Is found in Colossians 3. Whatever you do, work heartily as for the Lord and not for men, knowing that from the Lord you will receive the inheritance as your reward. You are serving the Lord Christ. Because at the end of the day, that if you're playing to impress a scout, you're going to be tight. But if you play as an act of worship, you're going to be free. Your audience isn't the guy with the radar gun. Your audience is not the guy up in the booth. It's the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords who even gave you the ability to play. Lastly, celebrating others kills the giant. You see, the most dangerous player on the field is the one who is secure enough in his own identity to cheer for his competition. Comparison tells you that a teammate's success is your failure. Faith tells you that a teammate's success is a win for the body. And when you kill the me first mentality, you actually become a better recruit because coaches look for culture shifters, not just stat fillers. That passage in Philippians 2 is so important. Do nothing from selfish ambition or conceit, but in humility count others more significant than yourselves. But also, do not look to your own interest, but to the interest of others. So here's the takeaway today. If you want to find joy in the recruiting process, start being the loudest cheerleader and encourager on the field for others. Because when you lift up others, the weight of comparison falls off your own shoulders. That is our lesson today. Comparison is the thief of joy. Stop comparing yourself to others. You be your own man. You be your own woman. You do what you're supposed to do with the talent that God has given you. God bless you guys. We'll see you next week.